Welcome to The Insider. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe, like, share, comment and click on the notification bell for awesome football news vibes. Edinson Cavani has called for referee Daniel Siebert to be put in jail after Uruguay crashed out of the World Cup at the group stage. The former Manchester United striker was part of the side that beat Ghana 2-0 in their final group game in Qatar, only to crash out as South Korea's 2-1 win over Portugal meant Uruguay needed a third goal to advance. Comments to El Larguero via Marca is still angry over the nature of their exit at what is likely to be his final World Cup at the age of 35. He said, "They have to put him in jail. But if they penalize me for hitting the VAR, the referee, for having taken us out of the World Cup, they have to put him in jail." The striker, who now plays for Valencia, also argued that Siebert had made errors during the match. Uruguay's anger was sparked by their belief that they should have been awarded a penalty after a collision between Darwin Núñez and Ghana's Aliou Cissé. Cavani is hoping to avoid punishment for his protests, which included punching a VAR monitor. A flurry of yellow cards were shown by Siebert after the match, including to Cavani, who also felt as though he had been denied a penalty. And it did not stop there, as almost the entire 26-man Uruguay squad chased the referee and his assistants from the pitch and down the tunnel, accompanied by an unrelenting torrent of remonstration. Cavani punched a VAR monitor, knocking it over, while teammate José María Giménez could reportedly get a lengthy ban after elbowing FIFA's competition director in the back of the head. When asked if he worries that he also faces sanctions after the Ghana game, Cavani said, "Yes, of course it worries me, because it would be out of competition with my teammates, my club and my team. It worries me." Cavani was handed a yellow card for his furious protests immediately after Uruguay's exit. "But these are things that happen," he continued. "But they have to get a little on the footballers' side, not only the referee and others, on the footballers' side, to see what has happened, why it has happened, and why things have happened the way they have. It's okay that we have to maintain a behavior and so on, but we are human beings, and when sometimes the things that happen on the pitch are lived with passion, and you work so hard to get there and compete and this and the other. It may also be that the reaction of a footballer inside can be not justified, but a little more forgiven." As the World Cup begins to heat up as we enter the latter stages of the competition, there continues to be drama out in Qatar. Refereeing decisions and VAR have had their fair share of scrutiny throughout this World Cup, with video technology again angering many. In light of that, Sportsmail's Mark Clattenburg has run the rule over some of the most contentious decisions during the past week. Edinson Cavani punching the pitch-side VAR monitor and toppling it over summed up Uruguay's anger at their World Cup exit. "You've probably wished you could give it a smack at times, too. We've seen a few contentious calls, along with some suggestions that referees and VARs aren't working in unison, and I can understand some of Uruguay's fury. There was nothing in their first penalty shout. Ghana's Daniel Amartey got a toe to the ball when Darwin Núñez dropped down. German referee Daniel Siebert was sent to his monitor by VAR Bastian Dankert, but was right to stand by his decision. I do wonder if that had an impact later when Cavani was fouled by Aliou Cissé. It's possible Dankert didn't want to send Siebert to his monitor after his earlier penalty recommendation was dismissed. That was a mistake because, watching the replays, Cavani was fouled. He got goal side of Cissé and was caught. Uruguay were right to feel robbed, though took it too far. They practically chased the officials down the tunnel at the end. Sadly, that's part of life as a ref. And now we're entering the knockout stages, the pressure increases. From one angle, the ball was out of play before Japan's winner against Spain. From another, it was in. The on-field decision was that the ball went out. No goal. VAR Fernando Guerrero had to be certain to overturn that call. But I'm not sure the evidence was sufficient to say, without a shadow of a doubt, the ball did not go out of play. It still looked too close to call. But I can see why Germany, who dropped out of the World Cup as a result, weren't. I once blew before a corner could be taken at Euro 2016 between Croatia and Czech Republic. Luka Modric and company weren't happy. But that was different. That was for half-time. Anthony Taylor blowing for full time before South Korea could take their corner against Ghana sparked ugly scenes. Referees are urged not to end the game in an attacking phase. A corner is an extension of that, and I'm sure there had been enough stoppages in the 10 minutes of extra time to enable South Korea to take the set piece. Jose Gimenez could be banned for 15 games after a video appeared to show the Uruguay defender elbowing FIFA's competition director in the back of the head after their exit from the World Cup. Tensions were high following Uruguay's game with Ghana, which saw the South American side exit the competition on goals scored after South Korea's win over Portugal. As irate players and officials from Uruguay surrounded the referee, a video has been revealed showing Atletico Madrid's Gimenez elbowing FIFA's competitions director in the back of the head. According to the footage, the defender appears to hit the FIFA competitions director in the melee as players surrounded the referee and assistants as they entered the tunnel post-match. The 27-year-old said, "The referees are all a bunch of thieves." The video rant could come with a 3-game suspension, but the melee where he assaulted an official comes with a much bigger cost to his game time. Mundo Deportivo report that Gimenez could face a 15-game suspension or a spell out of football for an adequate period of time if the incident is reported. Elbows are listed as a form of assault, although it is not clear whether he would have to sit out 15 games for Uruguay or if the suspension would cross over to the second half of the season with his club Atletico Madrid. When Luis Suarez was banned for 3 months in 2014, FIFA issued the penalty to prevent him from lining up for his country or his club at the time, Barcelona. The offence is also penalised with a minimum £4,343 fine, 5,000 Swiss francs, rising fourfold if it is made via mass media or social media, and Gimenez was aware he was being filmed at the time. Uruguay felt frustrated they were not given a penalty against Ghana and had a controversial call made against them when they lost 2-0 to group victors Portugal. Their exit caused emotional scenes at the end of the match, including Luis Suarez in tears as the captain was unable to prevent his country's early exit from Qatar, as previously reported by Sportsmail. Diego Simeone's Atletico Madrid currently sit outside La Liga's top 4 on goal difference, and they will be concerned about the possibility of missing out on Champions League football, especially if they are forced to play without Gimenez, who joined the club in 2013. Thanks for watching this amazing video.